You walk out to your garden on a midsummer morning. The sun is just starting to beat down. You look down at your carrot bed with its lush, thick, highly promising green tops. You pick out the biggest base, grab the stems, and pull hard. Snap. What comes out of the dirt is not the bright orange, perfectly straight carrot you find at the grocery store. What you just pulled up is a tangled, cracked, split mess of roots that looks exactly like an alien tentacle. You toss it to the side, in sheer frustration. This is an absolute waste of time and money. You followed all the instructions. You paid $7 at the garden center for those expensive seed tapes or pelleted seeds that were promised to give you perfect spacing. You stood out there with a misting wand, watering the dirt twice a day for 3 solid weeks just to keep the surface wet, praying for a sprout. And the result? A spotty germination rate of under 30%. The few that actually survived are completely deformed because they had to push through a hard crust of soil formed by endless watering. All your hard work was for nothing. Before we go any further, I want to ask you a question. When you pull up a terribly deformed, cracked carrot like that, do you take it into the kitchen to eat, or do you chuck it in the compost bin? Comment exactly one word down below: eat or toss. Now, I want you to sit with this for a moment. You do not need expensive root stimulants. You do not need premium bagged potting soil that costs $20 a cubic foot. The solution to perfect, straight, massive carrot harvests does not come from a plastic bottle at a commercial garden center. It comes from a handful of cheap builder's sand and a piece of scrap wood you are probably going to throw in the fire pit anyway. It is shocking how simple it is, and it will change the way you look at gardening forever. My name is John Yoder. I am Amish, and I farm in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. My family has been putting seeds in the ground for generations, long before anyone had automated climate control or timed drip irrigation. My grandfather taught me how to grow carrots using nothing but what we had lying around the barn. But today, I am going to walk you through methods verified by real horticultural research and documented by University Extension Services. You see, a carrot seed takes anywhere from 14 to 21 days to germinate. If the soil surface dries out for even 4 hours during that critical window, the delicate embryo inside the seed simply dies. What my grandfather was doing with a piece of scrap wood was actually creating a perfect microclimate. Modern agricultural science proves that a physical barrier, like flat wood, prevents 95% of surface evaporation, keeping the humidity levels exactly where the seed needs them. Let us get right into the method. I am going to break this down into 3 essential points you must follow to get a huge harvest. Point 1. The sand matrix. The primary biological reason carrots fork, twist, and deform is immediate physical competition in the soil. Carrot seeds are incredibly tiny, almost like grains of coarse dust. When you sow them directly from the packet, you inevitably drop 5 or 6 seeds in the exact same physical spot. When those seeds sprout, their taproots instantly compete for the exact same microscopic space, water, and nutrients. They hit each other, they tangle, and they mutate. To fix this, we use the sand matrix. Take 1 part raw carrot seed and mix it thoroughly with 10 parts fine, dry builder's sand in a small container. When you pinch this mixture and sprinkle it down your planting trench, the sand acts as a natural, zero-cost spacing agent. The seeds are mechanically forced to separate. You get perfect spacing every single time without buying those expensive commercial seed tapes. And your young taproots have the physical room they absolutely need to grow straight down into the earth. Point 2. The wooden moisture lock. Remember that critical 14 to 21 day germination window? We have to keep the top quarter-inch of soil at 100% humidity without washing the tiny seeds away. Instead of standing there with a hose twice a day, you are going to take a piece of scrap wood. A standard, flat, untreated board works perfectly. After you sow your sand and seed mixture, cover it with a very light dusting of fine dirt and water it in gently. Then, lay the board completely flat directly on top of the soil, right over the seeded row. The wood absorbs the cool morning dew and diffuses the intense midday heat. It creates a physical barrier that completely blocks the sun and wind from wicking moisture away from the soil surface. Starting on day 5, you must lift the board every single morning to check underneath. The exact moment you see the first tiny green sprouts breaking the surface, lift the board off completely and set it aside so the young plants can receive sunlight. Point 3. The honest scope. I need to be perfectly clear with you about what this method will not do. If your garden is made of heavy clay, packed with rocks, roots, and pebbles, laying a piece of wood and using some sand will not save your carrots from bending. When a growing taproot hits a hard rock underground, it will fork, period. This traditional method solves the low germination problem, and it solves the spacing problem. It completely eliminates soil surface crusting, but it does not replace the physical hard work of preparing your garden beds. You still need to ensure your soil is loose, sandy, and friable down to a depth of at least 12 inches. Do not expect miracle carrots if you are planting them in hardpan clay. If you appreciate honest, practical ways to grow your own food and want to stop relying so heavily on the grocery store, I invite you to join the Amish Home Savings System. It is a place where we focus on practical domestic values, lowering grocery bills, wasting less, and learning true self-sufficiency together. Let us look at the actual math behind this method. If you buy pelleted seeds or commercial seed tape from a catalog, you are paying roughly $6 for barely 100 seeds. If you buy raw, untreated seeds in bulk, you can get 2,000 seeds for about $3. Add a handful of leftover sand and a piece of scrap wood, and your total cost is practically zero. Over 5 years of gardening, that difference easily adds up to hundreds of dollars saved just on one single crop. The commercial garden centers want to sell you $25 plastic germination domes and expensive moisture-retaining soils. There is no money in the commercial industry if they teach you to use plain dirt, sand, and old wood. There is a great deal of money in making you believe that successful gardening requires a cart full of expensive plastic accessories. I want you to prove this science to yourself this week. Go out to your yard right now, find a small piece of scrap wood, and place it flat on a patch of bare dirt. Leave it there overnight. Tomorrow morning, go back out, lift the board, and press your bare hand into the soil underneath it. Then, press your hand into the exposed dirt just a few inches away. You will immediately feel a massive difference in moisture and temperature. That physical difference is the exact secret to perfect carrot germination. Down in the comments, I want you to share any traditional gardening tips your parents or grandparents taught you. We are losing too much of this oral history, and I want to preserve it right there in the comment section for everyone to read. In our next episode, we are going to take these massive carrot harvests, and I will show you how to build a traditional root cellar system to keep them crisp all winter long without ever plugging in a refrigerator. Remember that the earth is never in a rush, and nature always has a way to protect its seeds if we just know how to offer shelter. Plant with patience, trust the soil, and watch how it rewards you. That is how the old folks did it.